the legendary KLZ Denver.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome to the Experience Pros radio show. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. Sitting in for the reclining, I'm sure, refreshing, rejuvenating Angel Tussey, who seems to be on vacation this week, is our good friend, longtime fan of the show, and of course, those of you who listen to the show, you're big longtime fans of this man. I'm talking about Robert Grieve of Nyland's Collision Center. Robert, welcome to the show, man.
Good morning. So wonderful to be here again.
Holy cow, I'm going to pinch you because it hurts when I pinch me.
It's been a while.
Is it you?
Been busy, man.
Yeah, there's the understatement.
Getting her done.
There's the understatement of the year, but welcome back.
So, it's truly a joy to be here.
And you brought somebody, a guest of your own.
Yes, I did. My very, very good friend David from Auto Damage Experts.
Auto Damage Experts.
Yeah, he is an expert.
You know, you're a collision guy, and I thought you were the expert. And you got friends that you call the experts.
Everybody needs a mentor.
You know, I'll tell you what. I think we've elevated the game here. David, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
Hey, it's very nice to have you. We're gonna kind of get through this whole thing the next couple hours together and have some fun. I thought, though, this is the time of the program that we bring, important news updates and whatnot.
Very critical.
The first of those is June 6th. June 6th. That's Friday. Not only is it Fan Bragging Friday here on the big broadcast, but
most importantly,
it is Lamar's Donuts wants you to remember that it is National Donut Day. And if you go to a Lamar's Donuts anywhere in the city and say, you know what, Happy National Donut Day, they're going to give you a free donut.
Come on.
No purchase necessary. Free donut over. The Lamar's Donuts aren't really like donuts. They're like small loaves of bread.
They're wonderful.
Yes. They're very large.
I heard there's 4 boxes floating around here someplace.
4 boxes. What do they think?
I have not seen
police
them
station
yet,
or something?
But I'll be right back.
Yeah, right. But hey, thanks to the Lamars. They are serving their community. They've done fantastic things over the years, and we know that. And so a special gratitude to them. And by the way, anything purchased on that day, Friday, June 6th, they'll make a donation to the Salvation Army.
Very cool.
Fantastic organizations, both, and we're grateful for them. You guys are gearheads, Dave, right? You know what you're talking about, right?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Third generation.
You ever heard of Motown?
I have.
Right. That's I think
where it all started.
Yes, that's in Detroit, or what used to be known as Detroit.
Right. They used to make cars there.
Right.
Yeah.
And
just make trouble.
Well, trouble is hiding in Detroit today because RoboCop.
Yeah.
RoboCop. Threw out the first pitch on Tuesday night over at Comerica Park.
Hope he did better than 50 Cent did. Yes.
What a fiasco that was. It just says, crime and drugs don't pay, man. I'm just saying. But anyways, there's a 10-foot RoboCop statue that is going to be appearing in public for the very first time. Philly's got their Rocky.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess RoboCop is now in Detroit. He's going to be standing there looking all RoboCop-ish.
That's got to help the crime rate and property values raise up.
I don't know that there is anything.
I don't know. I was just looking at the picture, and a shocking resemblance to you.
Thank you. Not sure which part, the bronze, shoulders back, or whatnot. That's it's
got a stud written across his chest.
RoboCop in Detroit. Hey, speaking of Detroit, you used to live out there, didn't you, Rob?
I did.
That's what I thought. I used to have my world headquarters for my Magic touring business out there.
Some days it's very nice.
When?
Some days.
Okay. We laugh about it, but they got mosquitoes out there the size of small birds.
Oh, my goodness.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I have now solved the scientific issue of what they're not mosquitoes.
They're not.
And they're not small birds.
What are they?
Bees.
They definitely have bees.
They got bees.
They got the baddest bees.
Oh, man. Michigan family dealing with 60 to 70,000 bees living in their maple tree in the front yard. You know what that is? Time to move.
And I did.
Yeah, right.
And I did.
Yikes.
There's a reason they made RoboCop out of bronze.
Yes, that's exactly right. And so, I thought I'd bring this to you. Now here's the deal. The hope there's a problem with bees going extinct, right? And it's a big issue because bees pollinate stuff, and boy, this is going to tap the scientific knowledge of this talk show host. But they're important, and so we don't want to kill the bees. We want to, in fact, they're worth about $600-700 just to relocate them.
I would kill the bees.
Well, maple honey sounds good. I don't know.
Right?
They got to figure that out. You might have a whole new industry in Detroit.
Yeah, but their idea of delivery is a different deal.
Dave, I like the way you think, man. You're going to find out a lot more about Robert and David here in the next few hours, folks. We've got a fantastic show program for you. Please don't go anywhere. You're listening to the most positive business talk show in America.
There you go.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Camp Experience is a one-of-a-kind annual retreat designed exclusively for women who are ready for education and inspiration and want to connect to a network of amazing women. Sign up for the camp event happening on September 19 through 21 at Cheyenne Mountain Resort. At camp, there's time to just relax and be a girlfriend as you refine your vision, reflect on your purpose, and enjoy top speakers and creative activities. It's also the perfect place to simply have fun. Register today for Camp Experience at campexperience.com.
Cheers, Experience Pro listeners. My name is Lisa Voss, and I'm the owner of the Denver area Tilda Kilt Pub and Eateries. I'd like to personally invite you to check out the most vibrant happy hour in Denver. Each kilt features a tremendous selection of cold Colorado craft beers, as well as 6 delicious new appetizers priced from $2 to $5, such as our tasty whiskey beef skewers. Join us for happy hour 3 to 7 p.m., 7 days a week at either location, downtown on the 16th Street Mall or in the Denver Tech Center on Bellevue and Ulster. Tilda Kilt, where cold beer never tasted so good.
Visualize 50 small businesses in a room. They're drinking a cocktail. They're shopping from local businesses, networking, and having a great time. Sounds great, doesn't it? Join the Connecting Experts at the brand new Iron Tribe Fitness in Highlands Ranch at 8081 South Broadway on Thursday, June 5th from 4 to 7. For more information, contact me, Penny, at 303-220-0366 or theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle, one piece at a time.
You make all kinds of plans for your business, but have you planned for the event that you may need long-term care? Did you know that you can have long-term care insurance that offers you tax advantages and a guaranteed rate of return? Walt Wilson is a licensed agent working in the financial services segment of the insurance industry, and he's a pro when it comes to long-term care. It only takes a moment to register for the next free webinar that could literally change your financial outlook. Visit privatepensiondesign.com today and click the LTC webinar tab.
Hi, this is Angel, and ladies, I want to let you in on my newest fashion secret. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio since July, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. Ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. Carabella Studios, 303-909-9585.
Grassroots Radio Colorado, weekday afternoons at 5 on KLZ, The Source.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your business day to join us for hours. Sitting in for Angel Tussey is Robert Grieve of Nyland's Collision Center, where if it's not perfect,
It's not leaving.
that's the way it is. And his good friend, David Smith of Auto Damage Experts. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate meeting you.
Very, very nice having you. And now, listen, guys, you know this is the truth. When you're talking about business, you want to make sure that you're on the front end of the competition. You want to outperform them. You want to have some breakthrough thinking that's mission critical. You know, the kind of out of the box thought process that we acknowledge and appreciate. You know that, right?
Absolutely. Every
Like
day.
game-changing stuff.
Game-changing stuff. It's funny you should say so, because the question is, how the hell do you get it? Right? No, nobody knows. Well, somebody knows.
I'm sure
Our
somebody
next
knows.
guest, Gene Jones, knows how to get this out-of-the-box kind of thinking, and you are not going to believe the answer to it. Gene, welcome to the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Thank you.
Good morning,
Good to be
Gene.
here.
Gene, you make the case that in order for an organization to foster breakthrough thinking, it's amusingly simple. It's trivia.
Well, basically what happened, I'm a game show host for the last 25 years doing live game shows, and I always noticed that my audiences were getting smarter as the show progressed. So I made a very serious study of the whole process and realized that it was opening up their minds to think in different patterns. And by taking advantage of that kind of new kind of pattern thinking, I was able to develop a program that, using trivia and trivia game shows, leads to breakthrough thinking.
Well, okay. Give us some examples of how trivia. Because forgive the play on words here, but it sounds so trivial. Gene, what are we talking about? How is it true that trivia can get us to think at a more educated, elevated level?
Well, let me start by saying it's actually a form of a modality called transformational play. And the theory behind it is being used in education as well as in business and corporate training. Basically, the idea is that if you can get people in a playful, spirited state of mind, and that's actually an emotional state, you can get them to think better and actually absorb and retain information better and also become more creative. So what I realized was that the trivia game show that I was doing, the format I used, was actually a form of transformational play. And that was originally unintentional, but once I made it intentional, I can get people to think in what I call asymmetric patterns. For instance, if you do a rapid-fire series of questions that come from different subjects, it forces people to access their brain recall systems in very different patterns than they're used to using. Once you open up that kind of thinking pattern, then you can apply it to an intended purpose or goal that the company might have.
Gene, give me an example of this, and if you would, please use Robert as your subject, because I would love to see him think some way differently.
My gray matter's broken.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll try and find it. I can't guarantee results in 30 seconds, but this process does work. It's the accumulation of doing this over a period of time, which is usually a 45-minute, what I call triviation experience. Basically,
so give me an hour and a half.
Yeah. Well, but if I ask you a question, say, and my show is called Give Me a Hint, and basically if you don't know the answer, I give hints from different genres. So I'll just try and pick a question, and I really didn't have questions ready today. So let's just say, what is the biggest grossing movie in the history of all times?
Star Wars.
Okay, it's not.
It's not.
Bummer.
Does it have to do with a boat?
It should have been.
Well, no, but that's second.
All right. Titanic.
So if you didn't know the answer, I would then say, you can tell me, give me a hint, and I have to give you a hint.
I
A
get
hint.
you.
It is a movie produced by James Cameron and directed by him.
All right, what is it, Dave?
Avatar.
Avatar is the correct answer.
Wow.
Blue people.
You're a genius.
Now, Gene, I'm not feeling any smarter, man. What?
Well, no, but it takes time. And also, we have to get to one where he doesn't know the answer, and I have to give him a hint.
I understand. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, but that's the way it works. It's easier to explain, in a short period of time that we have, it's easier to explain the theory. But then if I asked you, well, who was the only U.S. president to serve 2 terms not consecutive?
Oh,
I know the answer. I can't remember it.
Yeah, give us all a
that
hint.
would be like on the tip of your tongue, so I'll give you a hint. It's a big city in Ohio.
Good Lord, now I feel stupid. Come on, Dave.
It's where the Rock and Roll Hall of
Cleveland,
Fame is.
Cleveland, Grover Cleveland.
Grover Cleveland is the right answer.
I knew his first name.
Yep.
I want partial credit. All right.
Basically, the theory is, and really in a 2-minute time period, you can't really get the effect. But by changing the subject and causing people to have to keep on going, well, I'm going to this part of my brain, to that part of my brain, that they actually start to open up their synapses, and therefore new connections are made in the brain. And
Gene,
that's really the idea.
You know, and Gene, you're among friends here, because honestly, here at the Experience Pros radio show, we don't do anything in the box. We look for the out-of-the-box kind of creativity and breakthrough thinking that does give us that competitive edge. I love it. Do you have a book or something that we could look up more information about what you're doing there?
Well, right now it's my website, which would be triviation.com. Let me say one other thing about it, that what I realized in the course of doing the show is that the key to doing a good game show is asking the right questions, especially when you're doing it for entertainment purposes. And that's really the key to corporate success as well, asking the right questions. Because if you ask the wrong question, even if you answer it correctly, you may go in the wrong direction.
Well stated. Gene, triviation.com, is that right?
Yes, and I do have a book, The Art of Breakthrough Thinking, which is in development right now.
I love it.
Beautiful, can't wait.
As soon as you get that book out there, by all means, have your media expert give us a contact. We'd love to have you back on the show.
Be glad to.
All right, that's Gene Jones. Again, you want to put some breakout thinking, you want to find out what's going on, go trivial, but don't make it trivial. You know what I mean? Go to triviation.com.
Cut it out.
Triviation.com. Hey, we'll be back with more positive business talk coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C2 Computer Consulting. C2 is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C2 at 303-933-1113.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Would you know what to do if a coworker started to feel dizzy and complain of chest pains? Starting CPR while waiting for an ambulance to arrive can double the chance of the victim's survival. Safety Solved can help. We provide customized on-site training, including both professional and basic CPR, AED, and first aid, with American Red Cross and American Heart Association trainings. We also facilitate first aid kit and AED equipment programs. Let us make your safety and wellness programs complete. Call today, 303-257-9589. That's 303-257-9589. Or online at safety-solved.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
Hi, it's Dennis Miller inviting you to join me for an entertaining blend of politics and news of the day from my hopefully unique perspective. Plus, we'll have a red carpet list of celebrity guests who will grab and keep your attention. It's time well spent that you won't want back. It's that good. Listen for The Dennis Miller Show.
The Dennis Miller Show, weeknights at 10, right here on KLZ 560, The Source.
Hi, this is Bob Berg, co-author of The Go-Giver. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Show, the most positive business talk show in America.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Time keeps on slipping into the future.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Sitting in for Angel Tussey is our good friend Robert Grieve with Nyland's Collision Center. Robert, thanks, man.
Good morning.
And David Smith with Auto Damage Experts, national brand that is here in Denver taking care of business. Welcome, David.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Happy to be out here.
Absolutely. So a couple of things that I want to bring to your attention here. First and foremost is, if you're wondering what's going on in the world of business, small business here in the Denver metro area, you got one place to go. It's meetup.com/experience pros.
Of course.
And when you go there, you click on the calendar tab and you go, oh, wow, I didn't realize there's so many things happening, including, we've got a visibility event tonight happening. We've got tomorrow at 2 p.m. A seminar, Planning with the End in Mind. At 4 p.m., the Connecting Experts are doing, which used to be Open House with Style.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing a great thing up in Arvada. This Saturday on the 7th from 9 to noon is a Shred It event that we're holding with the South Metro Denver Chamber Lead-A-Palooza group.
Nice.
Going to be a great time. And by the way, that Shred It event is an opportunity for you to bring your not just your paper things that need to be shredded, but your electronic devices too. We've upped our game. And,
wow.
Yeah, it's because you can't just throw that stuff away anymore. It's harmful to the UV rays or something. So you just no, not to the bees. And then at 12:30 p.m. On Saturday, CPR training and all that information is available on our meetup, meetup.com/experience pros. Nyland's Collision Center.
Woohoo!
Not once, not twice, but 3-time, and frankly, the only one ever to hold the title Best Auto Body Shop in the state of Colorado, especially in the Denver A-list, as voted by the people.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
How proud are we?
Super proud.
Just incredible.
I remember.
What an honor.
I remember the first year, and we won, and I say we because I got to work on the project with you. We won. And, I thought I met some people. In fact, I thought I was one of those kind of people, a little anal about stuff, making sure that the stuff gets done. Dave, do you know anybody like that?
I happen to know somebody right across the table.
Right? I'll tell you what, when Robert Grieve says, if it's not perfect, it's not leaving, you better believe the twitch in his right eye. He means it, and it's so true. So we won the A-list, and may I say that we beat the others in the skirmish soundly. It was a slaughter.
Yeah.
But then they come up the next year, and everybody's gunning for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean,
big competition, and
there are 700 body shops in Denver metro
the Front Range
area, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they all know you.
I don't know about that,
and many of them jumped into this things. Some 70 different body shops jumped in to the competition. Some of them just knew we better stay out, right?
Yep. Some of them even closed.
Yeah, those are the ones who pretty much should have stayed out. But they all jumped in and decided we're going to take down the king. Well,
we're very proud of what we do.
Right. So second year we won. Third year we won.
Yeah.
And guess what? This next week,
starting up again,
the Denver A-List, folks. We're going to call upon you to help out, help Rob Grieve, and the many people who are represented by the Extreme Customer Service Director here at Experience Pros. If you got a brick and mortar, and by the way, if you're listening to the show and you want us to represent you,
do it
in the Denver A-List. What do you think?
Do it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Last year we had 16 members of our directory, and that was when our directory was young. Now we have 200 members in the directory.
That many already.
16 of them were competing in the Denver A-List, and I always go back to a Bloom, the florist in Highlands Ranch.
That's a great
Center.
story.
She sits there and she says, I don't know, Eric, the contest is 3 weeks in, and there's just no chance of me even coming near the top 10. She placed second in the entire thing. Of the 16, 15 placed in the top 5 in the entire contest, and some of them had even fiercer competition than you did.
Oh yeah.
One of our good friends, Saul Reisman, over at Saul's Automotive, we met Saul, and I don't believe in accidents, but we met him at an event, and a couple days later we were BFFs, and I
talk about passion and heart. Oh my goodness.
I asked him, I said, are you competing in the Denver A-List? And he said, the what?
Yeah.
He'd never heard of it.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I'm going to nominate you. And then he says, I don't have time to slow down. And I said, I'm going to handle your case.
Yep.
And we did.
Yep. First time on there.
First time on.
And
first place. First place.
Yeah. In front of people that have been in the industry for
years.
Yeah, years and years. It was an incredible.
It's a David and Goliath story.
Yeah, incredible shutout.
It really is. So, if you want more information, if you want us to represent you during the Denver A-List, it's very easy and super uber cost effective because you're going to get a full year's worth of service just by joining the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You want more information about that? Write me at radio@experiencepros.com. Back to Nylands. Couldn't leave there for very long. NylandsCollision.com is the website. Nylands, Nylunds. It's a name you need to know. You hope you never get into an accident.
Of course not.
But it happens, right?
Yeah. That's why they call it an accident.
Exactly. And when stuff like that happens, what do you do? Who do you call? The insurance companies, they indoctrinate us. They want us to call them
first thing.
Right?
Yep.
Don't say nothing. Don't do nothing, whatever. Oh, okay, I understand. You don't want to get yourself in some trouble or whatever by talking to the police and maybe in what do they call that? Shock. You say stuff that you don't mean or want to mean.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. One of the first people that you ever need to call is not just any body shop. Listen to me, people. It's not just any body shop. You want to call Robert Grieve and his staff of highly trained professionals over at Nylands Collision Center. Here is why. They will go to bat for you. Robert, is it true?
Oh, every single day times 40 or 50 cars we're working on right now.
I'm telling you, it's different. It's better at Nylands, and it always has been and it always will be. Robert, what is the phone number over there?
303-761-9219.
Listen, when my friends get into an accident, and God forbid, but it happens.
It happens.
There's only one place that I will refer them, and it's Nylands Collision Center. It's whether it's a fender bender, whether it's a scratch on the door, whether your ex-girlfriend keyed your car all the way.
That would never happen.
Not mine, but I'd have to have a girlfriend.
That's a comprehensive claim, by the way.
Yes. But you know, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and then of course, from time to time, as we may well know here in the Denver metro area, as 2 weeks ago I'm looking out my window only to see the funnel cloud start to form. It rains rocks.
Rocks falling out of the sky.
How'd you guys do?
We are very, very busy.
You got hit, huh?
Yeah. We got my truck. And
oh, your truck got hit?
Yeah.
Where are you going to take it?
Yeah. Well, it's going to be the last one to get done because we're putting everybody everybody in the front. And, the phone's been ringing, and we've been helping people, and there's a lot to know about getting through that, too.
There really is. It's not as simple as I heard one person say, can't I just apply my own cups and do it? You know, there's a kid at Walmart.
Try some dry ice or something.
Yeah, let us know how it works
me.
out for you. Why do it twice? Why do it 3 times? Why do it any more than just the one time? Do it right. Go to Nylands. NylandsCollision.com. The phone number again?
303-761-9219. Come down and see me.
Listen, that invitation is standing, and always.
Yeah.
Robert, you're always there to greet people, to take them on the tour, to show them what makes us different. See, it's us.
Unless, of course, I'm here. That's the only other time I'm not there.
Right. That's the truth. And it's, I'm telling you, put this number in your speed dial. The only, and type it under accident. All right. The only time you ever need to call, the only people you need to call in the case of an accident is Nylands. They're going to help walk you through everything else. They're going to tell you to call your insurance company. They're going to help you with your claim. They're going to go to bat when the insurance company wants to put on second rate, second hand, third party junk.
All the way through to the end.
Well, I had
we're
to
going to be
filter
there.
myself before the FCC kicked me off the air. Right?
And we're upping our game.
You are upping your game.
We are upping our game. We're offering stuff that you can't get anywhere else.
I love it. That's right. And we're going to talk to David Smith of Auto Damage Experts. You talk about upping your game. We got an ace in the hole. Yes, we do. So don't go anywhere. We'll talk about that on the other side of these messages. You're listening to Eric and Rob and David on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dan Denai, Chief Operating Officer with BioT Medical. At BioT, we've developed the safest, most effective way to balance your hormones. Unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams with many dangerous side effects, bioidentical, natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com to learn more. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, it's the right choice.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Nylands Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nylands Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nylands, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Bring your box of papers and electronics to be shredded for free on Saturday, June 7th in Highlands Ranch. If you have any old electronic gadgets or confidential documents you want to get rid of, you can do it for free on June 7th. Boy Scout Troop 4 of Littleton will be on hand to help and will be accepting donations of cash or non-perishable food. Each person is welcome to bring up to 3 copy boxes or 1 large trash bag of documents. The electronic items eligible for recycling include laptop and desktop computers, printers, copiers, phones, stereo equipment, fax machines, monitors, TVs, basically anything that plugs into the wall or runs on batteries, except for large appliances. Bring your stuff for the free shred on Saturday, June 7th from 9 a.m. until noon, 1745 Shea Center Drive in Highlands Ranch.
The Jason Lewis Show, 7 to 10 tonight on KLZ 560, The Source.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
I want to reach out and grab you.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for hours. Sitting in for Angel, Robert Grieve, Nyland's Collision Center, the best body shop in the state of Colorado, period. Mostly in the universe, I think.
I love coming here.
Thanks for being here, man. And David Smith. Now, Auto Damage Experts is the name of your company. By the way, thank you for being here and hanging out with us in the studio today.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Auto Damage Experts, another body shop? What does that mean to the listener?
So Auto Damage Experts is a company that helps split the gap between the body shop and the insurance company and the consumer. It's a complicated process for the consumer when they have an accident, and we try to make that process easier for them and simpler. Most important thing to us is that the shop works for the consumer, they do the repairs properly, and the customer's made whole.
Okay, so listen carefully, folks. We're talking about on behalf of the consumer. That's the thing. And we believe, because we pay in all our lives to the insurance companies, that and we're not saying all insurance companies are bad or that all your insurance experiences are going to be bad. That's not the case. But what we are saying is you may not get everything that you're entitled to, because in the name of the insurance game, it's to maximize profits from their side of the fence, and somebody needs to stand up in the gap for the consumer, and that's what ADE is doing, right?
Absolutely. The consumer only gets in an accident once every 7 years.
Right.
So they're not familiar with the process. They're not familiar with what the insurance company's responsibility is and what they're entitled to. They should be put back to the way they were before the accident. That's both the value of their vehicle, the condition of their vehicle, and the safety of their vehicle.
Well, how do you put that the condition of the vehicle, not the condition? I know Rob does that every day, puts the condition back to the way it was supposed to be, but the value, they're going to. What people don't know, David, is that they get in an accident, the insurance company pays the claim, they fight with Rob, but they pay the claim, and they get it done. They get it done right. And what they don't know is that there is if I were to take the car right now and turn it back in for trade-in value for my next vehicle, the dealer is not going to give me everything. It's not going to be like it was the day before the accident.
Absolutely. If you look at companies like Carfax or AutoCheck, those type of things, right, their whole job is to tell on you if you had an accident, to let the dealership know or let the other buyers know that your vehicle's been in an accident.
Right.
As a result of that, you're going to lose approximately 20% of the fair market value of the car of what it was before the accident. And the insurance company owes you 20%. That. It's called diminished value.
It's what?
It's called diminished value. It helps you put you back whole to where you were before, so you're not having an economic loss on top of the pain and the hassle and the inconvenience of the accident.
Are you listening? Oh my gosh. No, why does nobody know about this?
Because the insurance companies don't want to pay it.
And they don't talk about it.
Did I mention we had an ace in the hole?
Nylons does.
We brought out the big guns. Now, Dave, a couple of months ago, a while ago, you came out here and you met with this guy, Robert Grieve.
Absolutely.
And now, normally, you go from town to town and do your inspections, and you inspect the work of other body shops.
Correct.
To say if these body shops did it well. Do you find that everybody does it as well as my friend Robert?
Not at all.
Really? I'm being a little tongue-in-cheek here. But even then, Robert said to you, if I understand correctly, I don't want you to just come out and do these guys, other Dems guys, stuff. I'm going to throw my work in the mix too. You inspected 2 of his cars.
Absolutely. And when the first conversation me and Robert had was, I asked him, who do you work for? And his answer was the consumer.
That's it.
And that's the most important piece to us.
Yeah.
And most collision repair facilities or body shops, however you want to phrase them.
Listen carefully.
They work for the insurance company.
They work for the insurance company.
They save their money.
That's their
That's
customer.
their job.
That's who pays their bills, and that's who their priority is with, or their loyalty is with the insurance company, not the consumer.
What if they fight the insurance company on the behalf of the customer guest?
They'll be removed from the program.
Yeah, they'll lose all their funds.
So the program that we're talking about is called DRP. What does that stand for?
Direct Repair Program.
Direct Repair Program, and it's true. If you go in and ask your body shop before you ever go into a contractual agreement with them to take care of your vehicle, you ask them, who do you work for, and are you on a DRP program? They have to tell you. If they're on a DRP program, they know what it means.
Yeah.
And what it means is they are beholden to the insurance company, who says, I'd like you to put substandard or sometimes third-party or cheaper parts on as you do this repair. And as ADE and Dave will testify, sometimes cheaper parts and cheaper quality in the labor leads to a cheaper experience.
Our experience says that you should get the parts from the manufacturer who made the vehicle.
Come on.
They're going to fit better.
Right.
They're going to perform in an accident. They've been crash tested. None of the aftermarket parts have been. And used parts, we don't know what the history of those parts are. So they could already be compromised. They could compromise your safety and the performance of your vehicle, not to mention further damage the value of your vehicle as a result of the accident.
And it's then there's that value, and you talk about adding insult to injury when you go to sell that car, as we all do. At one point or another, you're going to get rid of your car, and you turn it in, only to realize that it is worth way less than you expected it to, because when you go to kellybluebook.com, you're checking out something on a car that has not been damaged, right?
Correct.
And so Dave, if I understand correctly, you come in, you do the inspection. It's an easy process for the consumer, right? What, about an hour?
Yeah, typically the inspection takes anywhere from a half an hour to an hour.
Okay.
And what that allows us to do is to document the condition of the vehicle, verify the repairs were made completely and correctly,
yep.
And then also to document what's different from before the accident to after the repairs. Collision repair facilities can't make everything look the same because they don't have the same techniques or procedures.
Right.
But they do the best they can.
Okay.
So we're measuring if it was repaired to the best of human ability or if it was repaired to the insurance company's quality.
Do you ever go back to the insurance agent and say, you know what, this is a horrible repair and you need to have it done again?
Absolutely. And in fact, a lot of cases, the insurance companies end up buying the cars from the customers because the repairs are so bad.
There's an unexpected consequence.
Yep. Get a check.
The car could go away.
And in some situations, it should.
True. All right. So, I've seen the work that you do, and I've seen the reports afterwards. I know that people can get thousands of dollars in their diminished value claims.
How many thousands?
Well, the average client gets about $4,500 in diminished value.
That's a check over and above fixing the car.
That's correct. That's after all the repairs have been made.
That's going to help you with your down payment on your next one, which you would expect to get in if the car were in good condition or excellent condition. Folks, you need to know auto damage experts. You need to know David Smith. You need to know Robert Grieve, because Robert, I'm
the connection to him.
You are the hub here in Denver for ADE. Mm-hmm. And I got to tell you this, David. One of these times, I'm going to sit down and buy you an adult beverage, and we're going to talk about joining the Extreme Customer Service Directory, because I review companies and brands for a living. It's what I do. Only on the customer experience.
Right.
I don't believe I have ever seen a 5-star rating on Yelp and a 5-star rating on Google. The reviews on you guys are nothing but stellar.
We take it real seriously. We want the client to be happy. We want to exceed their expectations at every opportunity, because that's how we're going to grow our business.
I'll tell you what, it's amazing. This broadcast, of course, local here to the Colorado region, but it goes out all over via the internet and the various nodes that we have here. Super impressed. Should we give Nyland's connection?
Absolutely. When I met Robert and we went out and we did some post-repair inspections, the attitude, the professionalism, the way, just the fact that he calls his clients his guests,
right,
says a lot about how he approaches it.
Yeah.
That's why we asked him to be our post-repair inspection facility in the Denver area, because of the level of quality they do.
It really is spectacular. If you want to find out about your diminished value, by the way, if you bring up those 2 words to your insurance agent, there may be a puddle forming underneath their seat as we speak, because it really is. It's the dirty little secret that nobody wants you to know about, but we're here committed to telling you, the consumer, that you get everything that you're entitled to.
And we'll tell you the truth.
You will tell the truth. And if you don't need it, you don't need it. If you do, it's great to know.
Yep.
And who couldn't benefit from a check for $4,500, or whatever the diminished value of your vehicle
I've seen them higher than that.
Phone number at Nyland's, please.
303-761-9219.
One more time.
303-761-9219.
David Smith, thank you. Thank your father. Thank everybody who's in ADE for doing what you do. It is a noble cause that you're working on, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it, brother.
Absolutely. Folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Eric and David and Robert on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Arthritis and gout sufferers, listen up. You don't have to resolve yourself to a lifetime of pain. Burt Middleton is a certified nutritional therapy consultant and a former gout sufferer. That's right, I said former gout sufferer. Whether you deal with rheumatoid arthritis or the most severe case of gout, Burt Middleton can and will help you kill the pain quickly and permanently. You need Burt Middleton, the gout killer. His nutritional and lifestyle solutions help you get the gout out. Check out thegoutkiller.com today or call Burt directly, 970-485-5955.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff-it-up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to see it thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
It's a new day on KLZ, so wake up with Randy Corcoran tomorrow morning at 5 on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a fan bragging story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us. Sitting in here with us in the studio is Robert Grieve from Nyland's Collision Center and David Smith with Auto Damage Experts. And I'll tell you what, these guys are just fantastic. And I'm loving having the time back with you, Rob, in the studio. It's been a while. And
it has been a while.
You've been busy. You've been busy over there at Nyland's Collision. You know, that's what happens when you win all these awards and accolades. I mean, if you just kind of slack off a little bit, maybe you'd get some rest time.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a pleasure to be here, and it's just wonderful to have the staff that I have back there supporting me to be able to come here.
You've got such a great staff, and kudos to them and shout-outs to them.
Just talk to them for a minute, you'll get it.
Right? That's exactly it. You
Anybody there.
Take a minute and you'll understand what's going on. And, you know, I pray that none of you ever have to meet Robert Grieve because it means that you've been in an accident or whatnot. But I pray that you do. I pray that you meet him and meet David Smith with Auto Damage Experts. High-quality people, the likes of which I just want to hang out with, because you show me the people you hang out with, and I'll show you where your business is going. And that's kind of the heartbeat of the Experience Pros Radio Show and everything that we stand for. Now, Robert, you do a lot of marketing. In fact, I just tuned into your Facebook page here and saw that you posted a photo of the three of us here in the studio. And
it should be documented. We're having a great time and talking about some great stuff.
Absolutely. And we put our beers and cigars underneath the table so nobody could see them, which was cool.
Yeah, mine's out.
Right? Yes. But now let's talk a little bit about Facebook, because I know that you use Facebook in the marketing and presentation of your business. It's not the only social media platform that you use, but you do use Facebook. And last week we discovered, or a couple of weeks ago I guess it was, we discovered something new. Now imagine that, Mr. Zuckerberg.
Hello.
Changing the rules again. By the way,
without notice.
I picked up after this last round of changes.
Did you call him?
I did. Because I handle your social media accounts in a lot of ways. And I called him on behalf of Nyland's Collision Center, and I said, Mr. Zuckerberg, please. And he came on, and you knew it was him because you could hear his hoodie, right? And he came on,
dude.
And I was right. And I was explaining to him a little bit of a frustration, because it appears that there are people who are leaving recommendations. You can add stars, you can rate, review your Facebook pages, and they're leaving something other than 5-star reviews.
It's
not just you, but Experience Pros has it.
Right. Both of us scratching our heads looking at this. How could this be?
Well, the first thing was that neither of us knew it for each other.
Right.
Because if you're...
It doesn't tell us.
It doesn't tell you. The admin of the page! Sorry. It doesn't tell you that there's somebody who's giving you a ding on your star reviews. It just tells you that you're now from 5.0 to 4.9. 4.9? Are you kidding me?
I would just like to tell the young lady that's in the Philippines that her giving me the 2 stars didn't really affect my 5-star rating.
What's going on with the lady in the Philippines? That's what I asked Mark. We're on a first name basis.
She doesn't even speak English, but she put stars.
She put stars.
But not very many.
Not 5 stars.
Yes.
Is she in the Philippines? Was she a client? Was she a guest? Did she damage her car and have it shipped over?
Not even a friend of one that I can see.
I said, Mr. Zuckerberg, what is going on with somebody who has absolutely no connection to our brands? You've got one in the Philippines. I also have one in the Philippines. I got one in and not connected to the one in yours.
Right.
No, completely different. And one in Arizona who's never ever. So somebody gave me 3 stars, and then their review of our business was, can somebody please explain what Experience Pros is and does?
Right. So that deserves 3 stars.
What?
And you answer it every day on the air, so I don't know why you haven't picked up the other 2 stars yet.
I don't either. But it's confusing when somebody can come in and they can review you. Welcome to the social world, folks. It's the way that it is. You know, you would hope that people. And by the way, in order for me to see my reviews or you to see your reviews, we had to log off.
That's somebody else.
Get somebody else to log in so they're not related to the page, so that we can actually see what the true reviews are. Why would you hide that from the business owners, Mr. Zuckerberg? And you know what he said to me? He said, I would be happy, I would be glad to repay you every penny that you have ever paid for this social media platform. That's a stand-up guy.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
You know, I just pulled up David's page, Auto Damage Experts.
Yeah.
Look, he's got 5 stars too.
5 stars on Facebook, 5 stars on Google, 5 stars. Did I mention
We're going to need another category for him.
Yeah, seriously. 5-star rock stars.
I love the people I hang out with.
It's so true. You do use Facebook for the marketing of your business, and you, I know, Rob, on occasion, not always, but on occasion, have used the and I make the case here on the broadcast that the promote post is a very cost-effective way to get to your very niche target market.
Yeah.
You've used it to some great success, haven't you?
It's incredible. If you spend $20 instead of getting,
100
or 200 views,
yeah,
you get 8,000.
Right.
And okay, so maybe you don't get much out of that 8,000 other than the attention and the words.
Well, but you might though. I mean, it depends on if there's 2 types of advertising on Facebook. There's that sponsored post that you use on occasion because you want your message
just once in a while. Because if you overuse it, you start losing people because you're cluttering their page with stuff that they're not interested in.
You can't stop it. If it's sponsored, you can't stop it.
Right.
So you've chosen to use
Caution,
that
Will Robinson.
sparingly. There's also on the right side of the page, there's the advertisements that you can use. And when we come back in our second hour, I'm a little ways into the second hour. We're going to talk a little bit about how to use those advertisements and some of the marketing tricks that you can use for your online account that will help you achieve your goals for the marketing of it. Does that sound all right?
Yeah, it does.
All right.
Hey, Kristen Feldner liked our liked our picture.
You know, Kristen Feldner.
She's a rock star in the collision industry.
Yes, she is. Collision Hub. She's fantastic. We love her. And I'm sitting among auto body royalty here, and I'm just I don't get starstruck. I've been on the stage with David Copperfield. I've had all kinds of opportunity to work with your favorite musical artists and whatnot. I'm surrounded by rock star royalty here. We have to take a quick station ID, folks, but I'll tell you this. When we come back, we have a whole nother hour of positive business talk. You only hear it right here on KLZ. You only hear it here on the Experience Pros Radio Show. On behalf of Charlie, our producer, Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros Radio Show happen every day, we say thank you. Thank you for believing in us and our brand and the people that we bring to you. And thank you for being the reason that we exist. You are our reason why. Now, folks, please don't go anywhere. When we come back, again, more positive business talk.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
This is the Colorado Conservative, KLZ 560.
DVDs for Vets is asking listeners to donate new or used DVDs for the benefit of military veterans who otherwise cannot easily obtain them on their own. With limited entertainment, vets in rehab can use what many of us take for granted every day. To donate new or used DVDs or to learn more about this worthy cause, please go to DVDs4vets.org. That's DVDs, the number 4vets.org.
It has 66 books and over 31,000 verses, but the Bible has only one game show.
This is the American Bible Challenge.
The biggest hit in Game Show Network history is back.
Can't phone a friend, can I? You can call Jesus.
Get watch-worthy hosts and all-new season of America's favorite family show.
Oh, that's great stuff.
With Grammy-winning musical co-host Kirk Franklin. The American Bible Challenge. All new tomorrow at 8/7 Central. Only on Game Show Network.
This is the legendary KLZ, AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at 560thesource.com. Since 1922, KLZ Denver.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm John DeMaster.
Him looking for someone who spoke English to talk to the Taliban, that was surprising to me. However, him walking away from the OP, that wasn't surprising to me.
Bo Bergdahl squad team leader, former Sergeant Evan Buteau on Fox News, reacting to Susan Rice's claim that Bergdahl served honorably in the military. Buteau saying Bergdahl asked a lot of questions in the days before he snuck off.
He asked me how he could get money. He needed some money. He also came up to me and he wanted to mail his computer home and mail some of his belongings home. He also came to me he asked me what would happen if my sensitive items went missing? Sensitive items being his weapon, his night vision, and things like that.
And new video showing Bergdahl walking to a U.S. helicopter with no problems. This is the Obama administration arguing they have to hurry up and release 5 dangerous terrorists from Guantanamo to get him home because he's sick. This is news on the Blaze Radio Network.
Everyone is making the switch to the Blaze to make it their source for the truth. Why not make it your source for the truth? Make theblaze.com your homepage for news that the other outlets won't even touch. Subscribe to the Blaze TV at theblaze.com/TV or on Dish Network and get access to original programming like For the Record, the show that exposes what's really going on that the government doesn't want you to know. And Real News, the daily conversation on the topics of the day that matter most. Check out the Blaze Radio Network at theblaze.com/radio with original shows like Buck Sexton, The Morning Blaze with Doc Thompson, Pat and Stu, and Jay Severin. Or, if you need something to hold in your hands, subscribe to the Blaze magazine. So basically, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. This is the Blaze. Truth lives here. So just to recap, anywhere you need to go, you can take the truth with you by taking the Blaze with you. Find out all the ways at theblaze.com.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 The Source.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business, and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hey, welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks again for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. Sitting in for the vacationing Angel Tussey is Robert Grieve of Nyland's Collision Center, the #1 body shop in the state of Colorado. Voted not once, twice, but 3 times best body shop on the Denver A-list, which is about ready to kick off for round 4.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
That's great.
Good to have you here, man.
Yep. Love being here.
And with you is David Smith, who works with auto damage experts. Folks, this is finding the hidden money in your damaged vehicle. And there is some, I promise you. And he can find it. He's the best in the business.
Or making sure your repair was safe. Even more.
Most important. Making sure your repairs are safe. David, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here to support Robert and Nyland's. A great facility.
We were just talking about Kristen Felder at Collision Hub, and she chimes in. She says, "Oh, thanks, guys. One day I'm going to get up there and hang out. Good cigars and greater people." Kristen, I will hold you to that.
Amen.
It's in the media now. It's real. Because everything in the media is real, right?
Sure.
Let's just move on. Hey, have you guys? Do you guys know anything about the term, the urban term, the thing that now is called catfishing? Do you know what catfishing is?
Isn't that just regular fishing?
No. Catfishing is someone who pretends to be someone that they're not. Using Facebook or social media, they create false identities, and they usually use it to pursue deceptive online romances.
Cut it out.
Isn't that what happened to Manti Te'o?
Yes, that is exactly what happened to Manti Te'o.
And it wasn't a girl. It was a guy.
Right. Don't get me started on
How
that.
did you come across this?
Thank you for asking. Because there was a catfish attack over the weekend, and it's being investigated by the Lufkin Police Department, the fine Lufkin Police Department in Lufkin, Texas. The alleged attack actually involved an actual catfish, not the kind that was, that entrapped Manti Te'o.
So there was a catfish attack?
Yeah, and if you take a look at the photo here, it's a 124-pound catfish was caught there, and Texas police are still investigating to see if they can hook anyone with charges after an alleged fish slapping incident over the weekend. You see, during the incident, a Lufkin woman supposedly slapped her sister-in-law in the face with a fish, and she picked up. What girl picks up a 124-pound fish and decides, I'm going to use this as a weapon?
Is that still a slap?
I don't know.
But I think the people back on the East Coast it means something different.
Well, I'll tell you what, if it were a female catfish and it weren't a catfish but a dogfish, would that be a... I can't say that word on the air.
Hello.
What kind of slap would it be? Just saying.
Fish slap.
Yes. Catfish,
I once caught a fish this big.
Of course you did, sure.
5 minutes later, Carol caught one just a little bigger.
Yeah, that's your wife.
Yeah.
You
love her dearly.
You're so safe. All right, I love it. Guys, we got a great show for you. Please don't go anywhere when we come back. More positive business talk. You're listening to the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Visualize 50 small businesses in a room. They're drinking a cocktail. They're shopping from local businesses, networking, and having a great time. Sounds great, doesn't it? Join the Connecting Experts at the brand new Iron Tribe Fitness in Highlands Ranch at 8081 South Broadway on Thursday, June 5th from 4 to 7. For more information, contact me, Penny, at 303-220-0366. Or theconnectingexperts.com. Connecting people to people.
It's time for you to take control of your money. If it's in a 401k, someone else is in charge. Getting a loan from yourself is not what you've always been taught, and it's not complicated. Pick up the phone and call Walt Wilson at Private Pension Design and ask him about the infinite banking concept at 303-550-2847. That's 303-550-2847. You can start learning more at privatepensiondesign.com. There are 10 videos and other tools to help you get out of debt without changing your cash flow or paying extra taxes. You've worked hard for the money you've saved. Learn how to keep more control of it at privatepensiondesign.com.
Cheers, Experience Pro listeners. My name is Lisa Voss, and I'm the owner of the Denver area Tilted Kilt Pub and Eateries. I'd like to personally invite you to join us for a quick and delicious lunch at the Kilt. Our food is made from scratch and served in one of the warmest and friendliest establishments in Denver. Join us on Mondays for our $10 steak special or on Tuesdays for our $5 build-your-own burger with fries. Join us for lunch at either location, downtown on the 16th Street Mall or in the Denver Tech Center on Bellevue and Ulster. Tilted Kilt, where cold beer never tasted so good.
Camp Experience is a one-of-a-kind annual retreat designed exclusively for women who are ready for education and inspiration and want to connect to a network of amazing women. Sign up for the camp event happening on September 19 through 21 at Cheyenne Mountain Resort. At camp, there's time to just relax and be a girlfriend as you refine your vision, reflect on your purpose, and enjoy top speakers and creative activities. It's also the perfect place to simply have fun. Register today for Camp Experience at campexperience.com.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle, one piece at a time.
Tell your staff to tune in daily to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Business training and inspiration from national experts are here for you every day on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Start your week off by learning a great new business skill. Tune in midweek to boost your positive attitude, and be sure to always end your week with Fan Dragon Friday. The Experience Pros Radio Show is here for you every day, changing the way people treat people in business. Join the revolution and tune into the Experience Pros Radio Show. Weekday business training designed to inspire you to get your business right.
Dennis Miller, tonight at 10 on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Man, I'll tell you what, this music inspires all Americans to bond together. And, of course, the boss comes from your old stomping grounds, Rob.
Yeah, he sure does.
Yep.
We could listen to some more of that.
Right? I've tried to get Charlie to play the music just in the background while we
Crank it up.
But he doesn't listen to me. But here's the thing. Before we get into business tips and insights, got a shout out to Don Briggs, owner of the Bravo Colorado Network, and I'll tell you something you got to know about them too. Bravo-Colorado.com. Dawn writes in. She's listening to the show, and she.
So grateful, Dawn. I can't begin to tell you.
We didn't ask for it. She just did it. She says, "How can anyone?" She reviewed Nyland's Collision Center on their Facebook page.
5 stars.
5 stars.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, all 5. Thank you, Dawn. How can anyone say anything except exemplary customer service and honesty? This sounds silly, but I've not needed collision work since learning about Nyland's, so I send all my friends and all the people they love to Rob. That's cool.
I'm blown away.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dawn.
Absolutely, Don. And you know what? That's exactly what it's about, folks. If you see somebody, they're doing business, they're working hard, you know they're doing a great job, go review their Facebook page and give them 5 stars.
Give them a click.
Right? If you can't say something nice, then keep the review to yourself and take it personally and private with them, because we praise publicly, and we kind of give our constructive criticism privately. I think that's an important thing. It is time for business tips and insights, and what that means is we need to talk to Jack Loudon. Jack Loudon with Riviera Finance. Jack, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thank you, Eric. It's good to be here. You got a full room.
I know. Isn't it awesome?
It's way cool.
Right. We've got Robert. We've got David from ADE, Auto Damage Experts, hanging out with us today. And Jack Loudon from Riviera Finance, where truly, if you don't know Riviera Finance, you don't know Jack.
Outstanding.
It's great to talk to you, brother. Tell us again, for the listeners just tuning in, what Riviera Finance does.
What working with Riviera Finance does is allows businesses to quickly raise their cash flow by getting paid right away.
Now, how do you get paid right away if I've got a vendor who is on a net 30, net 45, maybe net 60 or 90, and they're taking all of their time in order to pay me? How does Riviera step in and get me a check right away?
Well, what Riviera do is we will run the credit check on their clients, and then we assume the invoice and just pay them for that invoice, and then we wait to get paid.
We're not talking outstanding debts. We're talking just regular invoices.
Yeah, current, good paper, good debts, because net 30, as you know, Eric, turns into net 45.
It certainly can.
Net 45 turns into net 60.
Robert, you don't know anything about this, do you?
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
So it works really well with businesses that are experiencing rapid growth, and they need to raise cash quickly to maybe expand payroll, maybe to buy raw materials, or just do whatever they need to do. So it gives them the opportunity to acquire cash on a quick basis.
Let's talk about some of those benefits if we get that cash quickly.
Well, they can use it for a variety of different reasons. I mean, they did the work. They should get paid right away instead of just being waiting. They don't have to. If they don't have,
and you'll front the money.
We will front the money to them.
Wow.
Now, Jack, the biggest question that people come up with is, are you going to charge me an arm and a leg for fronting the money? And there's a charge involved, but it's not near anything that you would think.
Yeah, I mean, it's not an arm and a leg, but there is a cost of doing business.
It's 3 to 5%.
Right, and what I tell business owners all the time, Eric, and I've said it on the show, is if you were to call your clients today and say, pay me tomorrow, I'll knock 3 to 5% off the invoice. Would you do that?
Yes. That's
what we do.
Right?
That's what we do.
And oh, by the way, if you were to get a business loan, you're going to pay more than that for the capital loan.
Yeah, and it's nice that you bring that up, because working with Riviera works really well when a company is ineligible for a bank loan. What do they do? Startups, small to mid-sized businesses, especially startups, companies, the bank is actually not an option.
Traditionally, sure, yeah.
Right. So, and then if they want to grow, or if they need to make payroll, or if they need to do this, where do they go when the bank says no? I mean, you advertise.
That's the name of Steve Replin's book, yeah. But it's the same concept, same issue. If you don't have access to liquid funds, and you are doing the work, and you have people who owe you money, legitimately owe you money, you can get access to that tomorrow if you contact Jack over at Riviera Finance, and it's not as expensive as you think.
We will advance them 92%, typically 92% of the invoice.
Right.
So if it's $10,000 invoice as an example, we're going to send them a check tomorrow for $9,200.
All right.
We're going to hold back that $800, and then when we get paid back, we're just going to reconcile, and then a couple of factors go into play as far as what was the monthly volume, how soon did we get paid back. Then we take out our fee and rebate the difference.
If you've ever used one of those Coinstar banks at the grocery store, if you've ever gone to somebody and says, you got change for a 20, and they say, I got $19, what do you do? You take it.
Exactly.
And that's the cost for the convenience. And I think it is a brilliant resource for the small business entrepreneur.
And if the business owner, just ask himself this one question.
Right.
If all my invoices were paid today, it would mean what? Fill in the blank to my business. And that's what we do.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That makes perfect sense. All right, so where do we contact you?
They can get a hold of me. I have a local office here in Denver, and that's one of the advantages of working with Riviera. You have somebody that you can, face-to-face, eye-to-eye, shake a hand with. And my office number is 303-409-7706.
Give that again.
303-409-7706. They can also reach me through email at jlouden, Louden, at riverafinance.com. They can also just go on our website at riverafinance.com and learn, get questions answered. Contact me through that as well.
It's Jack Louden with Riviera Finance. Listen, if you don't know riverafinance.com, you don't know Jack. Thanks for being here, man.
I appreciate it.
People are going to remember, I guarantee you. Okay, so folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll be back just a little bit. We're going to talk to our friend Cheryl Braunschweiger with ALMC Mortgage next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory online at experiencepros.com/directory.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress, and when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C² Computer Consulting. C² is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C² at 303-933-1113.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No. Available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
There's only one place on the dial for you to share your stories of great customer service, and that's Fan Braggin' Friday on the Experience Pros Radio Show. Every Friday, the phone lines are open for you to call and tell the world who's getting it right in business. Call 855-FAN-BRAG and change the way people treat people in business. You can post your stories every day on the Experience Pros Facebook page and call in on Fridays for Fan Braggin' Friday at 855-326-2724. 855-FAN-BRAG. Tell Eric and Angel, and then tell the world about Fan Braggin' Friday.
This is Jason Worley. Join Ken Clark and I from 5 to 7 p.m. to find out how government could be affecting your business. Obamacare, endless regulation, and the possibilities of even more restrictive and intrusive laws. Find out how what's going on in our nations and state capitals could impact you and your business. It's Grassroots Radio Colorado from 5 to 7 p.m. right here on KLZ 560 The Source. Now back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
The boys are back in town. Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us. Robert Grieve, you bring out the best music. I'll tell you what, you come to town, and here's Charlie.
Charlie's my man.
Yeah, right?
Thank you so much, Charlie.
And thank you, Robert, for sitting in for Angel, who is vacationing today. And so very nice to have you.
Vacation?
I don't know. I look up the word in the dictionary. There's a picture of Angel with a finger pointing back at me saying, get back to work. So I don't know what
faster.
all that means, but you know, and then David Smith from Auto Damage Experts sitting in as well. David, thanks so much for being here.
My pleasure.
Are you having a good time? Are we doing all right?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, you guys need to buckle up because I got to introduce you to one of my favorite people on the entire planet, and that is Cheryl Braunschweiger.
Not the Cheryl.
The Cheryl Braunschweiger.
Oh, no.
Legacy sponsor here of the Experience Pros Radio Show, a mortgage diva, and I'll tell you what, she's with All Loans Must Close, ALMC Mortgage, All Loans Must Close.
And they do.
And they do, and she's on the line with us now. Hi, Cheryl.
Well, that was
morning.
quite an introduction, gentlemen.
Right? Cheryl, how are you?
I am great. I'm great. You know when you look up vacation in the dictionary, I'm standing right next to Angel, right?
I see you. I see you in the background, but I wasn't going to call you out on it. But since you mentioned it, yes, I don't know anybody who vacations more than the two of you.
You know, it's part of the business plan. You
But they do it well.
Time off.
Guys, Cheryl, we're going to get to you, I promise, but I got to tell you, I got to tell everybody here, I got a text because I called Angel out on yesterday's broadcast because it's safe when she's out of state, right? She's
not listening.
They were right. Wrong.
Again?
She wrote me a text last night, and she says, "Nice way to call me out and get your news citation." And so I know that Angel's going to hear this a little bit later, and so I just want to say, Angel, we miss you.
Truly do.
Okay, Cheryl, what's going on over at ALMC?
Well, I love it when Angel goes on vacation because usually you call me in. So this time you call in the big dogs. You've got 2 of them in there.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
They're not nearly as good looking as you, nor do they do what you know I want you to do, and we'll get to that in a little bit.
I know. So I want to talk about me, of course, because that's my favorite song. Toby Keith, want to talk about me.
Right.
And, basically the services that we provide at Nova Home Loans. And it's all about what's best for my borrower. So I want to educate you. I want to help you make the right financial decision and get you into your dream house. I heard today on the TV that people are currently thinking, like the majority, they took a survey, and they think that they can't achieve home ownership because of some of the negative press that we're getting. Loans are hard, you can't find a house, there's no inventory. And I really want to dispel that. And, this is the most positive business talk show, so let's talk about positive business.
Let's get it.
Positive business is there are houses out there, rates are low, but you have to be ready, and that's where I come in, to get you ready to be a ready buyer.
Okay, so how do you help us get to be a ready buyer?
Well, you know how much you make when you call me. You know what your income is. You know what your bills are, and you know what you have left over at the end of every month.
There's my
problem.
problem.
For example, if you pay $900 a month in rent, and you tell me I want to buy a house and pay $1,400, and I look at your bank statements and you have no money at the end of the month, that's gonna set you up for failure. So we want to switch that around and help you do some planning, help you look at your budget, help you figure out how can you truly be a homeowner, because it takes a little bit of discipline, but gosh darn it, there's a lot of rewards.
Cheryl, this is what I love about you at ALMC Mortgage and at Nova Home Loans. You guys do such a great job at actually counseling and taking those clients and moving them through in order to get them to the point where you can say, yes, we're ready to go get it.
We are. In fact, I have a little button that I put out there, and it says, yes, we're ready. And that just means for everybody, whether you're a professional in the business as a real estate agent, I'm ready for you. Whether you're a buyer wanting to get qualified, yes, I am ready for you. And you get me when you call. I help you. I walk you through the process. I ask you lots of questions. But part of that is so that I can help you make the right decisions.
Well, and who wouldn't want to call Cheryl and have her talk to you anyways?
Cheryl's a rock star.
Right?
Rock star.
Absolutely.
Well, and one other thing, just quickly before we go,
take your
free
time.
shred. I know that you guys have been talking about that, but I want to put a plug in for this coming Saturday. We're having a free shredding and electronics event at the Nova Home Loans office building at Shea Center, Lucent and 470. It's free. Please bring electronics and anything you want to shred to get rid of.
Listen, we're talking about your old computers that you need to get rid of. And by the way, the hard drives of those things are going to be scrubbed with what do they do, like international spy stuff. Right?
Yeah, they do. They do data destruction is what it's called, and they'll do it like in front of you. Even like you pay to, or they take it and then they get rid of it securely. But you can watch your documents be shredded right there on site.
Yes.
And you can watch your electronics being taken, sorted. And there's good things that are done with that. They recycle the parts. They recycle the plastic. If the unit is still usable, they might give it to someone who doesn't have a unit. Even if it's old, they can update it. I think I saw a console TV the last time we did this. It had to be from the 60s.
If it's old, they can update it. Can I bring Rob? Is
nice?
Is that
I would love to see Rob, and he can hang out with me.
Cool.
Oh, look at you.
Cool.
Yeah,
Right.
so if you have any questions about the shred or if you have any questions about mortgages, you can reach me at the same number, and it's 303-696 6933.
One more time.
303-696-6933. This is Cheryl at All Loans Must Close.
And they do. Cheryl, we love you. You can also find out more about her at her blog, CherylAnswers.com. Today's rates are listed on the ALMC Mortgage page, ALMCmortgage.com. Cheryl, we love that you're there. What is the time of that shred on Saturday?
From 9 to noon, and you can't miss us. We're going to have big signs at the corner of Lucent and 470.
Right. All right. Well, there you go.
Where else is there to be?
I can't think of a place. Cheryl, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
See you there.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Folks, don't go anywhere. When we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Eric, Rob, Dave, Cheryl, and Charlie by way of the music that he selects on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Testosterone therapy. We've all heard about the benefits, but which method is safe? Hi, this is Dan Denai, Chief Operating Officer with BioT Medical. At BioT, we've developed the safest, most effective way to balance your hormones. Unlike synthetic shots, gels, and creams with many dangerous side effects, bioidentical, natural testosterone pellets are safe and beneficial to the heart, bones, brain, and prostate. Go to biotmedical.com to learn more. That's BIOTE medical.com. BioT, it's the right choice.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at almcmortgage.com. almcmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432, NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Random online searching is one way to find a good company, but an even better way is to choose the companies that are listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. This elite list of companies have one thing in common. They offer extreme customer service. Their customers are bragging about them, and that's what sets them apart. Trust the companies listed on the Extreme Customer Service Directory to take care of you. Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com/directory. experiencepros.com/directory.
Hi, it's Dennis Miller inviting you to join me for an entertaining blend of politics and news of the day from my hopefully unique perspective. Plus, we'll have a red carpet list of celebrity guests who will grab and keep your attention. It's time well spent that you won't want back. It's that good. Listen for The Dennis Miller Show.
The Dennis Miller Show, weeknights at 10, right here on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us today. Thanks for taking time out of your business day to join us. You know that we stand for nothing but the best in business around here. And I got a call from a friend of mine, Mike Heffelbauer, who you know him. He's on the Extreme Customer Service Directory. He's with Heffelbauer Funeral and Cremation Services there in Highlands Ranch. He called me up and says, "Have I got a great idea? Why don't you come in and meet one of my friends? And I thought, we don't know enough about the funeral services industry as a general rule, and typically the circumstances by which we come to know about that is during a family tragedy of one sort or another. And so let's go proactive, let's make it positive, and I don't know anybody who does it better than Mike Heffelbauer. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
Super nice to have you along with us. And Mike, first of all, let's talk about Heffelbauer. What's going on over there? You guys, man, you're everywhere. You've got all kinds of planning seminars and cool stuff going on. In fact, there's an event coming up.
Yes, Thursday, 2 o'clock at down at Highlands Ranch at the Hilton Garden Inn. We're doing
planning for the end.
Yeah, we're planning with the end in mind. We're doing a little bit of long-term care planning. We're doing prearranged planning, and we also have an elder care lawyer in to give us some guidance. There's no selling involved. It's just education.
That's what I love about you is it's not about the sale, and in fact we can make that case that it's never been about the sale for you at Heffelbauer, but you're educating the community. People need to be aware that the last time I checked my statistics, 1 out of every one dies.
Absolutely.
So
there's no way out.
Right.
That's right.
So we need to know what's going on. You also have friends and lots of friends in the industry and whatnot. And you brought one of your friends with us today. Can you introduce her?
Absolutely, I sure will. A good friend of both of ours brought us together. Felicia is the funeral director, embalmer, jack of all trades. She is licensed with Shannon and Malone Chapel of Peace Funeral Home here in the city in Metro Denver, Westminster area. She is the first minority female to own a funeral home in the state of Colorado. So we worked together, we kind of crossed that multicultural barrier that a lot of people aren't willing to do, and we've become good friends and have participated in several things together. So it's exciting to have her here and have a chance to visit with you.
Felicia, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So very nice to have you here. Now, I have, which may sound strange to the listeners, I have always had a high regard for people in the funeral services industry, and I've had my share of interaction with them, even as young as I am. I've experienced death. I was a pastor for a number of years, and so that afforded me the opportunity to experience the end of life in many ways. Felicia, what makes Shannon and Malone Chapel of Peace Funeral Home different than your average?
Well, I hold my license. I am the first minority black female licensed funeral director and embalmer in the entire state of Colorado.
Wow.
With their own funeral home. I have 2 other colleagues, but they don't own their own firms yet.
All right. Okay. So you're licensed. You own your own firm. You take care of the families. One of the quotes that have been attributed to you is, "We believe in relationships, that every life has purpose and it should be celebrated."
Absolutely. Regardless of the transients, those that are homeless, not by choice or sometimes by choice, families, they are still a human being, and you must treat them as a life that lived, and they should be celebrated. We're most just, pine box and put them away. We believe in having a service and making sure they have the best. Regardless of your finances, we treat everyone the same.
Well, and I love that. You guys are up there in Westminster at 9035 Wadsworth Parkway, in Westminster. Now, let's talk about some of the services that you have, and let's make the case for why people need to A, be aware, and then B, start their planning now. Because all too often, and I know that I teased it up in the intro, but it is the case, is it not, Felicia?
It is.
Where people don't plan.
Absolutely. As surely as a man lives, he's going to die. We just do not know when.
Right.
So death does not have an age range to it. As surely as a baby is born, surely babies die. So it goes anywhere from birth to 100 and plus years. And so pre-planning is important to make sure that the family comes together at the round table and everyone knows what mom and dad, what sister and brother, what aunt and uncle, grandma and grandpa would like versus what they would not like.
What are some of those things that people do or need to know? We call it pre-need kind of things. Before you need the actual services of an embalmer in a funeral home, what are some of the things that we need to plan for and make those arrangements?
You need to understand, as as that Shannon Malone is the same reflection of Heffelbauer. We look in the mirror and sometimes we see one another. We have the same desire and passion, is that we focus on the family and not the sale. We educate the families. We're not fearful to educate you to say, this is what you do need, this is what you don't need. And usually when you sit down and do a pre-need, you find out that there's more than just a funeral home involved. You have a will. You have to leave property. If dad passed and mom is of age, what are we going to do at the house? Is mom going into a healthcare facility, a home healthcare facility, or are we going to take her in and take care of her? Cars and different things. There's so much in the aspect and pre-need that it needs to be addressed. That power of attorney, dual power of attorney.
I know what's the difference between power of attorney and dual power of attorney?
Power of attorney can go to the legal next of kin. The dual power of attorney gives them the permission to make decisions at death.
Okay.
Because power of attorney expires at death. But dual power of attorney allows you to continue on to make those decisions.
I got you. Now this is going to show my ignorance in this area, but is this different than executor?
It is.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So
Absolutely.
The executor of the will is the one who just makes sure that the will is handled. They work with the attorneys involved, I'm pretty sure. Felicia, do you ever find that when people... I'm trying to frame the question here. They add insult to injury. A death of a loved one has taken place. We come to you, we the family, and you find that there's the trauma of the death and the loss, but you also find that now there's the trauma of family members starting to fight each other. Absolutely. About who's going to get what and what's going to happen, all that kind of stuff. Does that invade your world?
It does. What we usually do is we just say, we'll give you a moment and let you discuss this amongst yourselves, and we'll come back in. And that's what pre-need prevents.
Right.
It prevents it.
Yeah, it really does. Absolutely. Our guest is Felicia with Shannon and Malone, Chapel of Peace Funeral Home. The phone number to call, if you're up there in the Westminster area, anywhere in the north or central Denver region, call 720-872-9000. Again, 720-872-9000, or look them up online at shannonmalonefuneralhome.net. That's Shannon Malone funeralhome.net. Let's talk a little bit about the presentation of a funeral. How do we, for as many different people as there's got to be that many different flavors, if I can use that word, of presenting a funeral.
They are. Funerals are now personalized.
Yeah.
They're more personal, and you want to make sure as the funeral director that you listen attentively and listen to what the family is actually saying to you so that you can personalize it for them. 6 months down the line, when they look at their funeral bill and realize they spent $25,000 for what, they're going to remember you and you didn't listen.
Yeah.
So you want to listen to what a family actually needs and share with them what they really, really need versus what they really do not.
And that can be all kinds of things from every detail down there. And I love the quote that we used earlier. We believe in relationships. Every life has a purpose and should be celebrated. I would imagine if again, pending the variables of the family and their desires or whatnot. But I would imagine that there's a lot of celebrating of life that goes on at Shannon Malone.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. We don't have any fancy walk down the aisle. Our families are very diverse, so the staff is very cultural diverse. We are a funeral home of multicultural, so you will see every culture on staff. We have a young lady that is from London and Ghana that handles all of our international items, Anna, and she's in London right now taking care of some things.
She's from London and Ghana?
She's from London and Ghana.
Wow.
And she handles a lot of our international items for us. And so, yeah, Mike's trying to steal her. We're not going to give her back.
Do you guys, I know, Mike, you introduced Felicia to us, and you guys seem to work really well together. When I talk to you, the Experience Pros line, we don't believe in competition, we believe in co-opetition, right? We reach out and say, how can I help you? I see you doing that. I thought it was just Heffelbauer. Does it happen a lot in the funeral service industry, or are you guys really the special ones?
We are really the special ones.
Yeah.
This doesn't happen. There's a division between black funeral homes, white funeral homes, Catholic funeral homes. We don't play that game. We work together because each of us need each other.
Yeah.
Different things are needed. I'm here to share. I believe in generosity, not just of the financial, but of the spirit, and what we give back to each other. And we call each other sister and brother. I'm her big brother, and I feel that way. And I'm here for her, whatever she needs, whenever she needs it. And I know it would go the other way.
We're going to explore this relationship a little bit more in our next segment. I am so thrilled to meet you, Felicia. Thank you for being with us. Will you stay with us for another segment?
Absolutely.
All right. And as you can see, this affects everybody. We're going to talk about the business ramifications when we come back, because your business plays a part in your death will play a part in the role of your business, certainly, and vice versa on the other side of these messages. You're listening to Eric and Rain. Well, I was going to say Eric and Angel, but Angel's not here. She's on vacation. Eric and Mike and Felicia on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
If selling is important to your bottom line in business, and it is, then how you sell is more important than what you sell. If your sales approach is old school and outdated, you're leaving money on the table. Sales expert Liz Wendling will absolutely help you update your sales language and transform your sales results. Stop sounding like everyone else in your industry and stand out, not blend in. Liz can show you how. Every minute you delay, you're losing money. Call Liz Wendling today, 303-988-9157, or visit online at evolvedselling.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Bring your box of papers and electronics to be shredded for free on Saturday, June 7th in Highlands Ranch. If you have any old electronic gadgets or confidential documents you want to get rid of, you can do it for free on June 7th. Boy Scout Troop 4 of Littleton will be on hand to help and will be accepting donations of cash or non-perishable food. Each person is welcome to bring up to 3 copy boxes or 1 large trash bag of documents. The electronic items eligible for recycling include laptop and desktop computers, printers, copiers, phones, stereo equipment, fax machines, monitors, TVs, basically anything that plugs into the wall or runs on batteries, except for large appliances. Bring your stuff for the free shred on Saturday, June 7th from 9 a.m. until noon, 1745 Shea Center Drive in Highlands Ranch.
Arthritis and gout sufferers, listen up. You don't have to resolve yourself to a lifetime of pain. Burt Middleton is a certified nutritional therapy consultant and a former gout sufferer. That's right, I said former gout sufferer. Whether you deal with rheumatoid arthritis or the most severe case of gout, Burt Middleton can and will help you kill the pain quickly and permanently. You need Burt Middleton, the gout killer. His nutritional and lifestyle solutions help you get the gout out. Check out thegoutkiller.com today or call Burt directly 970-485-5955.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
It's a new day on KLZ, so wake up with Randy Corcoran tomorrow morning at 5 on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Do you live life in the fast lane? Well, slow down for just a minute and let's talk about the things that happen to everyone. Statistics say chances are if your grandparents didn't have children, neither will you. The other statistic is true, equally true, and that is 1 out of 1 is going to die. And so this information is very, very important to you. We've got sitting in with us today Mike Heffelbauer with Heffelbauer Funeral Services and fantastic gentleman, a member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, my friend, and he can be your friend too, because he's helping people, just like our other guest Felicia with Shannon and Malone Chapel of Peace Funeral Home, making history in Colorado as the first minority black female mortuary graduate funeral director and embalmer with her own funeral home. Mike, welcome.
Thank you.
And Felicia, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
It's so nice to have you here. Let's talk a little bit about the business ramifications and implications. Mike, you're presiding over an event happening, or at least you're offering an event. I don't know if you're presiding, but you're offering the event tomorrow that is planning with the end in mind, and you've brought together some really cool people. Talk about that again.
Yeah, we're going to have, it's planning with the end in mind. We're bringing together a gentleman that's going to talk about long-term care planning, and also Vaughn Law Offices, who's also part of the Experience Pros, I believe. Justin Vaughn is going to be there and talk about elder care.
Absolutely.
Law, and also we will be talking a little bit about planning in advance and making sure you're a good educated consumer in every aspect, make the right decisions at the right time.
Well, and when you're talking about having this event, having the opportunity to plan with that end in mind, we start talking about business, and it's one of those things that, when we lose a family member, we don't think about the ramifications necessarily, Felicia, that trickle down to the business and what that means. For instance, Angel and I we are 50% owners. If she tells you 51%, she might be right. But here's the thing. We're 50-50 owners of the Experience Pros radio show. And if you don't have written into your contract agreement for the rules of operation in your or regulations of operation in your business, what will happen in the event of a death to a partner, then you may be surprised by what. Have you heard of anything like this?
I have. It can easily be probate.
Yes. And probate just means the state steps in and decides what's going to happen. You say, well, wait a minute, I'm the owner, but one of the other owners, and if it's a 50-50 partnership, unless you have it written and ironclad, which is great. What Justin Vaughn could step in and help in that with Vaughn Law Offices. But here's the thing: you might discover that maybe the spouse or in the case even an ex-spouse could lay claim to ownership of the business, and one must ask oneself, do you really want that, or do they want that? Could you imagine, God forbid, Angel were to pass, Jay decides he doesn't really want this business, he's already got a business of his own, so he decides to sell his relationship to somebody else and I have nothing to say about it. You've got a plan. You've got a plan. You've got a plan. And the folks over at Shannon and Malone Chapel of Peace Funeral Home in Westminster can help you with that plan. The number to call, 720-872-9000. Felicia, we were talking about, again, differentiators for, not only are you the first African-American minority-owned funeral home and licensed. Let's talk about the license. You and Mike both share license in the state of Colorado, but Colorado, listen up, something we didn't know. The state of Colorado is the only state in the country that what?
It's a sunset law.
What does that mean?
You do not have to have a license to operate and own a funeral home.
What? You don't have to have a license?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no funeral director or embalmer licenses here in the state. They have a voluntary licensing program, and they do honor licenses from other states. But both Felicia and I are licensed. I'm licensed in 2 other states besides Colorado, and my voluntary in Felicia, Illinois.
Illinois, Missouri.
What's up with Colorado?
Well, you know, it's not been there for a long time, and every time they try to push it through, there's some. It allows larger companies to hire lesser experienced, lesser paid help. Truly, is what the point is.
In the end, when you're dealing with family loved ones, do you want lesser experienced? I think the answer is no. I think you want a licensed mortician. I think you want somebody to take care of you and your loved ones with dignity and respect, and you know, follow the guidelines that everybody else seems to need to play by.
There's a morality piece in what we went through, kind of a code of ethics that we go through in the funeral business. And you don't want to, you know, you have to be really careful about who are you turning your loved one over to.
Now, let's also talk about in that pre-planning stage. You guys, both of you, Felicia, you and Mike, you make house calls?
Yes, we will go to families. A lot of times, some loved ones are losing their loved ones, and they're not wanting to drive. You know.
You told us a story during the commercial break too.
Yes, we've had a couple families. It looks like both of them were homicides, and the families, we didn't allow them to come to us. We went to them and made the arrangements. We have the caskets on our laptop, and we have everything we need to make the arrangements right then and there.
Wow. Going to them in their time of need.
Absolutely.
You know, if they feel like they can't leave the house, sometimes it's traumatic. And in order to relieve that trauma, you're there. Felicia, talk about some of the military services that you offer there at Shannon and Malone.
The military is really, people forget about those that have fallen, but also those that have served.
Yeah.
And I appreciate everyone that has protected the borders to keep me safe.
Amen.
And so what we do for them is special. We don't put it in our pricing. When they come in, we just make sure that they get the best. And they're no different. Everyone has red carpet. But when you serve to protect, we want to make sure that you're served for your protecting.
Absolutely, absolutely. Our guest has been Felicia with Shannon and Malone Chapel of Peace Funeral Home, 9035 Wadsworth Parkway, Suite 2500 in Westminster. The phone number to call, 720-872-9000, or just check them out at shannonmalonefuneralhome.net. Again, Shannon Malone funeralhome.net. And of course, Mike Heffelbauer with Heffelbauer Mike Heffelbauer Funeral and Cremation Services in Highlands Ranch, serving all the Highlands Ranch lower metropolitan area there, Littleton and whatnot. Mike, thank you so much for bringing Felicia to our attention.
My pleasure.
You know, again, we offer nothing but the best in service here on the Experience Pros radio show. And so, Felicia, it's been a pleasure. It's been a privilege, and I hope this is not the last time we get to meet you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Check out that workshop that Mike is offering, Planning with the End in Mind, tomorrow, 2 p.m. It's free, right?
Yes, sir.
And where is it located?
It's going to be at the Hilton Garden Inn, right on Plaza in Highlands Ranch.
Hilton Garden Inn Plaza, Highlands Ranch, beautiful location for that. And folks, if you got any questions, you want to know more about either of these folks, you can always reach out to us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/experiencepros, or reach out to me directly at radio@experiencepros.com. Be happy to connect you with the people in mind. Now I need to thank the co-hosts that have been sitting in for the last 2 hours. They had to step out and take care of their business because that's the kind of guys that they are. But we're talking about Robert Grieve at Nyland's Collision Center, the #1 best body shop 3 years in a row. We're about to make it 4 through the Denver A-list starting next week. We'll notify you how you can vote for him and all the other people on the Denver A-list. If you'd like to compete in the Denver A-list and have a great chance of winning, why don't you give me a shout at radio@experiencepros.com. Would love to talk about making you a member of the Extreme Customer Service Directory, where we serve our members by helping them in such competitions, making sure that you are visible, because that's what we do. We make you visible. And also special thanks to David Smith with Auto Damage Experts. Folks, you need to know about diminished value in your vehicles. You need to know that the repair was done right. You need to know David over at Auto Damage Experts. Thanks to both of them and all the folks that make this possible. On behalf of Charlie, one of our folks that makes it possible, and Angel, myself, and all the others who present the Experience Pros radio show to you every single day, we say thank you. Thank you for tuning in, for sharing the show, and for letting people know that you are the reason that we do this every single day. We are making a difference. We are creating a revolution in how people treat people in business. We will see you tomorrow.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Legendary KLZ 560.